Hey y'all, we're gonna give you a tool that you can use with your clients. And this is helpful in many times, and it's especially helpful when I don't know comes up. Sometimes your clients say, you ask a powerful question, they say, I don't know. And sometimes they really can't access an answer. So what do you do? And this is one thing that you can try. So it's called the do it now principle. And I'll give you some examples of when I've used it in the past. So client comes to a call. Peter's taking the selfie stick. Client comes to the call. And they're like, I haven't taken action on this practice. Maybe it's even the third or fourth week that they haven't taken action on a practice I've given them. And I say, great, why don't we try doing it now and see what comes up, right? I welcome that they haven't done the practice. I have them do it now and we explore the resistance that might be there. Now, tangible example, so you know what I'm talking about. Let's say I'm working with someone on building their business and their job is to go out and interview ideal clients. And they have resistance, it feels scary, it feels uncomfortable. They come to the call, they had committed to interview 5 ideal clients, and they say, I haven't talked to a single person. And I might say, great, why don't we make some phone calls right now? Write down a list of 5 people, write down their phone numbers, and then we're gonna set a timer for 20 minutes and you're gonna call as many as you can, right? And maybe they don't even get to the calls, maybe they're just scared, and suddenly we get to coach around what that resistance is. Right? Or maybe they start the calls and they come back from the first call and they're like, I need some additional accountability or support. And they have their mind blown because they realize that if they have accountability and support between each call, they can totally do it.
This is so, like, the do it now principle is so good for taking people out of the theory of how life is going to be and into life as it is now, so that you can work in a really, really genuine way. Another one that I like to work with people is people just don't know where they want to go. They're in that I don't know. And so I'll have them start to, I call this walking through the world. I'm like, how are you walking through this area of your life? And I want you to just get up right now and talk and walk. And let's take on the posture of how you're doing this. And if it's kind of a tentative, uncertain way of going through the world, then I get them to start embodying that, and then we get to describe that, and oh my God, I'm like, oh, is this how you're moving through the world? Yeah. What's the impact of that? Whoa, it's this and this.
And each time I get smaller, it feels scarier and scarier, like it's amplifying my negative emotions around this thing.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, brush that off. And then you can ask a question like, how do you want to walk through this part of your life? And then they try on something a little different. Maybe it has elements of dignity. Maybe it has more humility. Maybe it has more energy. Maybe it's playful. But they don't know, and they wouldn't, if you were to ask them, how do you want to move through this part of your life, they might not know. So you just have them embody it right now. We do it now. This is how I want to walk through my life. Got it. Okay, keep going. Walk around in that way. Oh, cool. What is that? What are you noticing? And I love this because it just completely bypasses the clients and your need to like know or figure it out, and just drops right into letting it be a body up wisdom.
Body up wisdom. That's so important. And I think that's part of what the do it now principle is all about, is getting people into action so that they can feel what comes up as they're taking action, whether they're walking, whether they're making a phone call, right? Whether they say, this is Peter's classic example, like, I want to be more like a queen. And he's like, go to your closet, grab the most queenly thing you have, put it on, what happens, right? Like, you are bringing the clients into an experience, which we talk a lot about in our coach training, like creating experiences for your clients so that they can feel things, intuit things. If they're blocked up in their head, getting into your bodies helps you get back into your soul, into your intuition. So that's the do it now principle.
That's the do it now principle, and we'll do more on that in other videos.